Okay.
All right, let's
All right.
move.
I'd like to call this meeting August 16th, 2022, the library board together at 5:02. Everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brittany, would you be so kind to call a roll?
Yes. Gail.
I am here.
Carrie.
Here.
Phyllis.
Here.
Barb.
Here.
Alderman Schrader.
Here.
Tracy.
Here.
Tony.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Excellent. Okay, statement of public notice, please.
This meeting was noticed in accordance with the open meeting law.
All right, thank you. No one here for public comment? All right,
No.
So we can move to the next item of the agenda. I would be looking for a motion to approve the minutes of July 19th, 2022, as well as the July 2022 financials.
I move we approve the minutes of July 19th and the financials of July 2022.
All right, Phyllis, thank you. Do we have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Carrie. Any discussion? In the interest of moving forward quickly, it looks like we may be getting grants. I saw a couple grant items.
Yep,
so-
a couple of grants came through. Yay.
Yay for that, okay. And are we ready to go on the circulation test design?
Few more tweaks.
A few more tweaks, okay, all right. And I assume we pay our charge card bill in full each month?
We do.
All right, that's the only things that I have. Anyone else?
I had a question on lost and damaged.
Mhm.
Do you collect from the patrons or is that our out of pocket?
We collect from the patrons. So, well, I mean,
Do you always get?
Oh, not always, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, if an item is lost or damaged, the account is blocked, and then they're not able to use it anymore until they resolve that. And so, of course, we hope that they're continuing to be library users, but sometimes they choose to just walk away from their card. What I will say is that if they do that, they can't get a card anywhere else in Waukesha or Jefferson County because we're a united catalog. So, obviously, they hope they'll resolve the account. So.
And do you have anybody that ever disagrees with you? I mean, like, on your
Oh,
judgment
yes,
about-
all the
I
time.
bet I'm sure you do, so that's why I asked. I do have one other.
Yeah.
The repair of the boiler, was that a surprise or was that routine?
It was routine maintenance, but there was some work
There
that
was
needed
things
to be
wrong
done.
with it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I was wondering about that Sweetwater on page 7.
Page 7.
The grant?
Sweetwater. Oh, yes. Yep. So what that is actually behind you in the room. We received a grant from Bridges it had to be something, we received a grant through Bridges, the library system, that got the funding through the state. And it had to be something in a really specific topic related to IT. And so I spoke with the city IT director and I said, hey, I have this money. Let's talk about what a good priority would be. And right now, as you may see from this lovely, whatever this is, recording device, whenever we post our minutes, we post it with the recording so other, citizens can always go back and listen to the meeting, but we don't have any visual. And what the city does is they stream all their meetings to the city's YouTube. And so the goal was to get us in the same alignment as all other city meetings. And so that camera there will be active as of next meeting. And it's going to have 2 microphones on the table. So we're going to have better opportunities. So for listening
I gotta
and
comb
viewing.
my hair and dress up.
Yes, yeah.
Back to Zoom.
And related to that, when you add the innovative grant on page 5 for the 173403, and then the one that we were just talking about 1180, will that show up like in the grant amount when we look at the financials? So you add those 2 numbers together, we're getting close to $3,000 on grants then? Is that how you handle that?
That should show up in the grant.
And innovative grant is under Amazon Capital Services on page 5, the first group,
Yeah.
about
So-
in the middle.
So that's, it should show up, let me see here. Where is the Sweetwater again?
Sweetwater's on
There it
page
is.
7, right towards the top. Second one.
Yep. So usually we code that to the line item of library. We didn't do that this time. Interesting.
Library grant.
Or maybe that will show up next month. Yeah, a lot of times we do it there, but
I'm just curious mainly because our grant number is 0 right now, and I just
Yeah.
was wondering where these were going to show up.
let me think for a second. Maybe I had them charge it to computer
I was
charges.
just gonna say, was it
Yeah.
in the computer?
You know what? Yeah, because look at that 1,178.
There,
Um,
there it is.
I-
Okay.
IT purchased that directly, so they sent the invoice directly to that account.
There you go.
So it all comes out in the
It
wash.
all does.
but-
Yeah. Okay. All right. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Okay. President's report. I have none. Director's report.
Put that on. Okay. Director report. All right. We had both of our NERF programs, one for adults and one for teens, the last 2 Fridays. They were both really well attended. If you may recall from our action plan this year, we're really trying to target, some things for our 20 and 30s age group, which traditionally can be, challenging for them to find the time, and babysitters and all those kinds of things to attend library programs. So 13 participants was really good for an adult program, sort of targeted at this category. So that was great. Let's see, other highlights. The teen program for the NERF had, I think, like 21 attendees. So again, really great for a demographic that has many options on a Friday night, and to choose to spend it at the library is fantastic. So we're excited about that. We have 2. We're hiring for 2 shelvers, or soon. We haven't posted it yet. We said farewell to Emily. She's moving, so we're happy for her. Get a library card month is coming up in September, so we're going to have some fun initiatives again for people getting a card in September. They'll win a raffle ticket to win some fun little prizes. And for people who already have a card, if they show us that they have our new app, by new I mean it's a year old, or ask for more information about the app, then they get a raffle ticket as well. So that should be a fun month to celebrate getting library cards. September 20th is our next board meeting. The Friends had a stellar month at their used book sale, and their next fundraiser is a mini golf event here in the library in October. So the library staff...
What are they doing on the volunteers?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah.
So, but they haven't started intense recruitment yet because
Okay.
it's summer. Once they get back to school, then we have more formalized
true.
opportunities to herd
Because
them.
I would help if you...
Yeah.
What's the date on that?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I
Not
can't
on here
remember.
either. Okay, let me know if you...
The weird thing is, I wrote October, but I feel like it's in November. I'm confused.
That's what you put in. I was going to ask about that because in the teen
Yeah.
section it says November.
Yeah.
But there
Let's
it's
not
October.
believe me. Yeah, I remember now. It was going to be in October, but then we couldn't find a good date that worked. So apologies for my error. But I just want to give a shout out to the Friends and the library staff. The library staff, every month we meet with the Friends to make sure that we're doing what we can to help marketing their fundraisers and help form it in the best way to elevate the library. And the Friends have just continued to do an amazing job with their fundraising. And they're definitely going to exceed the fundraising goal of the
Excellent.
previous year, which is
Yeah,
really exciting.
excellent.
Do they meet in the summer?
Yes. Yep.
Because I usually get noticed of that and I really haven't gotten anything.
The
'Cause I went
Friends.
to the last meeting, I think.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that the last meeting? The one that I
No,
was at?
you were there the meeting before, I think, because
Oh.
they meet once a month on the second Monday, I think it is, at 10.
Usually I would get something telling
Oh.
me about it and I haven't, so.
I'm gonna-
Are we
Yeah.
supposed to get that or not? As
That's a
board
good-
members?
I wouldn't mind getting one also.
Well, that's a good question. So the meeting that's happening is, of course, it's the Friends board, but anyone who's a member can and is invited to attend, and we love that. So if you're interested in that type of advertisement, it's not been happening, it sounds like. I will talk to the Friends about that.
I wanted to hear the rollout on the, the garden one.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do that at the last meeting then?
We did it at a previous meeting. I can email you those numbers. It was just under $8,000 of revenue, which is fantastic, and a lot more than the previous year. Increased ticket sales, more corporate sponsors than last year. We already have several gardens lined up for next year already. So
is Maria going to be handling that?
Yes.
Going forward, because there were some suggestions like having it a little later, because a lot of those gardens didn't have blooms. It was too early for perennials.
Okay.
They put annuals out, but some of them they just didn't have anything to look at. So I wonder if she'd consider moving that into more like the everything in July comes. So
yeah, I mean, definitely. Do you have her contact info?
Yeah, I have
okay.
To call her
Yeah,
or
she's she's co-chairing it with Judy Steyer, just like in 2022, and they're definitely taking feedback. They're gathering and writing notes and lessons learned now, and then they usually start planning in earnest in like January, February. So yeah, now's a great time to share that.
And I was at an awesome garden a couple of weeks ago, but it's not in Muskego. It's in the next Vernon, and I don't know if they would travel outside of Muskego, but this woman's backyard were paths and this and that.
Wow,
They
very
were
cool.
really nice. It was a good garden.
All right.
So, and she said she would be willing to do it. So.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I know Marie would love to hear feedback.
I will call her up something else.
And I'm making a note to talk to the Friends about, if they had stopped, emailing these board meeting details. So.
And I was thinking too, I wonder if I missed it on the calendar you put out that was on there.
Yeah, we don't put the Friends board meeting on the calendar. We put their annual meeting on the calendar and the Friends First Friday Coffee on the calendar.
Okay.
But that's interesting to consider.
Well,
Maybe I went to the
I was
annual
gonna
meeting
say,
then.
I know that the Friends, their 10 o'clock in the morning one on the Monday.
Yep.
That one's always on there.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, that might stimulate more friends to get involved if they could participate in some of these other things.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I have a quick question about library card promotion.
Yes.
Would you want to do it with us again? We usually, in the past, we've done with kindergartners.
Okay.
And fifth graders.
Okay.
So should I just talk with Abby and Amanda, or do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's touch base briefly
Okay.
because I'm trying to remember what we did in years past.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, let's touch base about that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a note to catch up on.
Okay, I had a couple hopefully quick things.
Yeah.
It looks like you're making great progress on the RFID tagging. You make a comment about it.
Yeah, we're moving along.
And so are you where you had hoped to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
Yep.
looks like you're making great progress. And number 4, the circulation numbers, is that, a concern at all to you that they're, the checkout numbers, I should say, that they're even? Because, we're coming out of the pandemic, you'd think there would be, more action, but is that, and it's okay if it's not.
I am not concerned about it. We've done everything that we can, and
Just was wondering, because
Yeah.
when you get a flat year like that, and it looks like some of the other numbers are going up. So
they are. Yeah, they are. So.
Because we were at such a high before the pandemic, I'm hoping we can get back to those levels, and I don't even know, maybe that is up to pre-pandemic level. I do not.
Well, and I will see what. Well, I have 2019 numbers on there, so we can always see what that is as a baseline if you look at the monthly statistics.
Oh yeah. That's
So
where you could find
July was total checkouts, and that
Yeah, because it's substantially more. Total was 280,000. Of course, obviously we're not through the year yet, so.
Yeah, and one of the interesting things that someone shared with me is that I think this is the
They're
first
up over
summer in a
2021
while
anyway.
where people feel comfortable doing other things. And so this is like the summer of busy, right? People are doing a lot of things that they
Yeah.
haven't done the last 2 summers. And so I do think that while I think that we are important, I think that people are catching up on a lot of other activities as well. So
Right.
Yep.
next summer
I
will be
agree.
interesting
Yeah.
to track that. So
Okay. Anything else?
that's it.
All right.
Oh, just like special note, Jean is celebrating her 21-year anniversary here
Wow.
working for us, and that's amazing.
Yes,
So
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
I saw that.
Okay. Any unfinished business? I don't think there's anything. Okay, let's move on to new business then, and we're looking to have discussion and action on the library mission statement revision. Would you like a motion on the floor to approve?
let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking for a motion to approve the library mission statement.
I so moved.
Okay, thanks, Barb. Looking for a second?
I second.
Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, thank you. And now we're open for discussion.
I'm going to try to do something that I very rarely do. I gave you the background document on what we did. Does anyone have any questions for me?
You're cheating.
It's like sometimes I reread the thing verbatim, and what was the point? So
Okay, and I read it, and what did I had a question, maybe I should put it this way. The library mission statement on page 16 is gray versus black. Is there a reason for that?
yeah, if you looked at the online version, it's red. And I did that because I wanted to point out that if you're looking at this document, which is posted on our website as well, this is the item that we changed, or
Okay.
we're recommending changing. The rest is the same as it was previously. When you print it off, it just looks a little weird. But I was just trying to highlight that when we're looking at changes, we're talking about the mission statement.
So here's what I wrote, okay, and I'm not saying it's better. Continuous creation of community space for learning, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs.
What I'm going to do...
In case anybody wants to.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
It just seemed to
Better.
flow a little bit better, so, but I am fine with. So I don't want to postpone this by making a change. We have a motion on the floor to approve.
Can I not-
Can you guys read that one more time?
Yep, I'm going to type it up and then I'll read it again.
I like that little adjunct.
Can't, it's the editor in me. I hope myself.
Did you put that hat on again?
I'm sorry?
Did you put that hat on again?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I'm going to make it super big and then I'll read it again. Okay, so the modification was continuous creation.
Of a community space for learning, comma, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas.
Okay, all right. Continuous creation of a community space for learning,
Take out and.
entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs. And just a
Do
little.
we want to add anything about like enhancing innovation or anything like that?
Let's see here. So, innovation.
Learning, innovation, entertainment.
Continuous
You could put it in the main body.
Continuous creation of a community space for learning.
Do you have to put accurate information?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
I think so. For a library, yeah.
Yeah, I think it speaks to our past, present, and future.
You can't guarantee everything's accurate.
But
it's definitely information.
Actually, that is the point we're trying to make with the mission statement, that people can find information anywhere, but when you come to a library, part of what it takes to be a professional librarian is the vetting of resources to make sure that the materials that we have in our collection, the websites that we recommend, those are trusted, valid. The people who create these resources have the authority to speak on the topics. And so I actually think that is a really critical word, because information is everywhere, but accurate information is at the library. So that...
I think it implies.
I hope so. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
That's a
Depends on who
debatable
does the
statement.
vetting, right?
I guess I feel that.
I mean,
Meaning accuracy is subjective.
Well,
Yes,
meaning
in
that
this day and age, it certainly is.
information could not always necessarily be accurate,
Mhm.
but it's what's vetted, and the people say they're the people that have the accurate knowledge. So
And I think for me, it also references non-bias, so not being political at all or religious beliefs. You have those things available, but we have to be at a different standard. We can't take sides, or we have to make sure this is accurate as possible. And for me, it's like, someone turned in a book from the 80s on space exploration. Well, that's not accurate any longer. So it's always culling that
well,
stuff.
then updated information, not necessarily accurate, because it's constantly changing.
So
I mean,
our
it
job
could be accurate at the moment, but I don't know. Like I said, that accurate just makes me kind of cringe a little.
So exchange of ideas and updated, non-biased information? Like adding both? How do you feel about that?
So for me, the mission statement is something we should aspire to,
Mhm.
right? And it doesn't mean, I don't think there's any organization that always lives up right to their mission statement. Aspirational meaning we will do our level best as humans to do what we can. And our responsibility as librarians is to do our level best to provide the most accurate information that we can. And if information...
I would say updated then, not even accurate. I mean, again, like I said, accurate is very... I don't think that's something you can guarantee. I mean, I get it that you could aspire to it, but even with science, things change every day.
Exactly.
And accurate today is not accurate tomorrow. And
Yeah.
we may not have that updated. You know what I mean?
There's so much going on in society today, and people say they are accredited to do this and this, but are they really? I mean, who's accrediting them? You could really dig into it more than you want to.
Well, and that's why we read reviews on, the librarians do quite a bit to get the most accurate that a human can. I mean, that we're information specialists. That is what they train for. It's why we have our master's degree. It's for our profession, providing accurate information. If someone comes to me and says, "What's the phone number for City Hall?" I'm going to provide that accurate information to the best of my ability.
Correct.
So and like you said, libraries change, and we have to weed things out. We can no longer recommend this resource. This person used to be an expert on this topic. They are no longer a trusted, resource. And I'm not saying that.
Well, then it should be accurate to the best of our ability with that disclaimer, I guess. Or something along those lines. Again, like I say, accurate to me seems very definitive. And I don't feel like that's necessarily something that we can guarantee. I guess it just rubs me wrong.
Well, the thing is,
that.
things change.
Right.
People have, this is right today, and then tomorrow all of a sudden you hear that
I would
that
say,
was wrong
and
that something else
updated-
is right. So
And updated information, like you said, you try to update, you try to be accurate.
Tracy.
Hey, Tracy. Hello?
I think she froze.
Oh.
You're a little frozen, Tracy.
I mean, if no one else has a problem with it, like I said, it just seems like it could be misleading.
I hear what you're saying. I guess what I would encourage everyone to think about as a mission statement is that the mission statement is not a guarantee. It is aspirational. It is our mission. This is what we are striving to do. So,
Tracy?
She's coming back.
All I want to say is, like, at Children's, our mission is to have the healthiest kids in the nation. Can we guarantee that? Absolutely no. But our goal is to provide good health information or good health to kids that come to Children's. So even though they're not all healthy kids, we're still trying to get them to be the healthiest that they can.
So more in the aspirational vein then.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else have any comments?
what are people's thoughts about the innovation piece of it?
My thought was you could say learning, innovation, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information. Like just put it in there and that. Anybody have any objections to that?
Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so
I don't know. Doesn't.
continuous creation of a community space for learning, innovation, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs. It's a little run-on.
Seems like a run-on sentence.
Yeah. What if we...
Yeah, I like that better.
Continuous creation of a community space for innovative learning.
Comma,
Yeah,
entertainment.
there we go. Entertainment. And for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs. Continuous creation of a community space for innovative learning, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs.
Can you put the Oxford comma after entertainment? I'm a strong proponent of the Oxford. And I had a comment on continuous. Are we really continuously creating?
Because
we
once
already
you're
have
created, you can't continue
So
it.
should
I'm
it
trying to
be
think of a different word for creation.
Continuous development?
Maintenance.
Development and actually innovation, I suppose, actually. That's not really what we're trying to say.
Yeah, and what if we said continuous innovation of a community space? That doesn't make sense. Continuous development.
How about an innovative community space? But then you have innovative learning. You can take that out.
Yeah.
An innovative community space for learning, entertainment.
You need to put 4 back in. Oh dear. I like innovative modifying community because everything that's happening within it, the programs, the materials, the learning, it covers all of that. So I really like innovative there. Okay, wait a minute.
For
4.
learning.
Okay. Continuous development of an innovative community space for learning, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs.
Anybody else have anything? I think take out the enhancing innovation below, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Very concise.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't like accurate, but I like it better than it was before. But again, you guys,
Yeah, what do we use for another word?
I don't know.
But I'm just going to throw this out there. Strive for continuous development of an innovative community space. That continuous development of it just bothers me still a little bit, not the words necessarily, but I think it contributes to the run-on nature of it, but I could be wrong.
I feel like it's striving is, well,
And not saying it's the right word choice, but I guess continuous is okay. Now that I see it up there.
you know, I
Well,
was at,
continuous is motion. It's in motion.
Yeah.
It's constantly innovating, constantly.
What if we just cut it all out and put developing an innovative community space for
Or
learning?
you could, or just the word
Yeah.
development. It doesn't. Development. Well, yeah, but then that means we haven't had it before.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
like.
true.
I don't like that.
let me stare at it for a second. You know, okay, the Waukesha Public Library. I walked into their building and I was jealous a bit because they did some really cool things, and then I got over my jealousy. But I noticed that they had their mission statement, and the very first word of their mission statement was championing. Thank you. And I thought, what a powerful word to start off a mission statement. Like, that is just it's a word with gusto. And that was, this is the first word of our mission statement, and I wonder what word of equal gusto we could have to,
Well, let's try it. A strong word.
yeah.
So synonyms for champion.
Evolving, emergent.
Would you ever think of warrior or anything like that, since Muskego is known as that?
Warriors 4. We're getting cute.
No, that isn't what. Yeah, it's not. Because what they're giving me are like sports terms for
Yeah.
championship. So let's see here.
Who's our thesaurus?
Or could we do building an innovative community?
How about
space?
providing an innovative?
Oh, I like providing.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Providing.
Let's look at building and then we'll look at providing. Building an innovative community space for learning, entertainment, for exchange of ideas, and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs. I'm just staring at it. B, this is going to sound really minute, but B is a good, it's a strong sounding letter as you're talking. Oh, okay, producing was next. Providing. Sorry. Providing an innovative community space for learning, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs. Providing is,
Should just be provide.
what I like about provide is it's a very giving servant, like not servant, but a serving
Right.
role,
Right.
and that's certainly what libraries are in the community, is that service.
Synonyms for provide are supply, furnish, dispense.
I think provide is just so clear.
Yeah.
There's no
Mhm.
question.
Yeah. What is the mission statement of the library? Mission statement
Or
of
provides.
Yeah, I think either providing or,
Or
to provide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think provide.
Yeah.
Use the infinitive then to provide. Supply.
Yeah, what is the mission statement of the Muskego Public Library? The mission statement is to provide, What is the mission statement? To provide an innovative community space for learning, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs. I like it.
Do you need the two there?
Yeah, I think providing is more old.
Yeah.
So you would
It's
like the
older.
two.
Start with
Oh,
provide.
bold.
I thought you said old.
So
I was
no,
like-
No, bold. Providing.
It's bolder. You know, you were
Then
looking
starting
for
with,
champion, provide, instead of starting with a.
To provide. Our goal is
And
providing.
you know, it sort of takes the past in, I mean, it isn't like we're trying to accomplish, we're doing it, but we're doing it in this way, you know?
In present tense, we're
Yeah.
providing it.
Mm-hmm.
But providing can carry on to the future too.
Mhm.
It
Right.
isn't just,
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
Anybody
you
have
can't,
any-
you can't put it in the past.
anything else?
exactly, yeah.
Okay, are we ready for a vote, everyone? Or is there anything else
Did
you'd like to
Tracy get to
change?
hear it?
Tracy?
Tracy, you want me to read that one more time? I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Providing an innovative community space for learning, entertainment, and for the exchange of ideas and accurate information through a wide variety of materials and programs.
Yeah, that's good. The only thing that ever comes to mind for me for a library is reading, and that's not in there, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, you know, it says through a
That's
wide
learning.
variety of materials and programs.
Yeah.
The materials are all the things we circulate. So,
Covers everything.
Yeah, and learning, entertainment, and ideas are all things you can read.
so the motion on the floor
Is to approve.
is to approve it. And so,
In motion to amend? Or
Yeah,
is it-
because-
Yeah, I think we would have to
Yeah, we
amend
have to
at
do
this
some type of
point.
amendment, so.
Yes, so, let's see, how's the best way to do this? Since we've had a change of wording, I'd be looking to, I wonder if we should
Vote this
If
one
we should
down.
vote this one down and then make a new motion as amended.
we can do that.
All right, so I'm looking for a vote on the previous one that Brittany read. All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed?
I,
Nay.
Okay, the motion is defeated.
Okay, wait a minute.
what'd you say, I will vote?
Okay. So there were, I want to make sure I record this properly. So there were
No affirmatives.
Okay, motion fails. 0 in favor. Okay.
Okay, so now I would be looking for a motion to approve the library mission statement as amended.
A motion to approve the library statement as amended.
Okay,
I
thank you.
second.
Okay, we've got Michelle with a
Okay.
second. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I
Okay, motion passes unanimously.
Okay. Thank you.
Great collaborative work, everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
5 minutes? No.
I
I'm
know.
sorry?
You have the right momentum going.
All
5-minute budget talk. Go.
What are we doing here? Oh, we got 5 minutes.
I know.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
No.
Discussion and action regarding the approval of the 2023 library operating budget. We're on our second read with this. And again, would you be looking for a motion to approve first? Or
Yes.
would you like to discuss? Okay, because you can see the pickle you get in when you do
Yep.
the motion too
There's
early.
pickles no matter what.
All right, I'm looking to approve the 2023 library operating budget. Looking for a motion to do that.
I move that we approve the 2023 library operating budget.
Thank you, Phyllis. Looking for a second.
I'll
I
second.
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 We got a tie.
We got a 3-way tie.
3-way tie.
Who wants it?
Okay, give it to Tracy.
Okay, Tracy gets it.
All right, Tracy. Now we're looking
She's
for
on a
discussion.
delay.
Can everybody get your big color copy here?
There's just a couple of highlights that I'd like to give. You will see asterisks in the leftmost column per request. Any line item that has cooperative purchasing agreements with the city so that we can get the most efficient prices.
That's what Tracy had asked for?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's located under like the health insurance.
Equipment.
And FICA maintenance. So, for example, for like our fire protection,
Grounds and maintenance.
grounds and
life
maintenance.
insurance.
Yep.
Computer charges.
Computer charges for like our firewall and website. And I just want to emphasize that, like, if you look at computer charges, not the entire 51,037 is cooperative purchasing agreements. A lot of it is other stuff that the library has, like purchasing control over. Those are just some parts of that fund that are used to pay for the cooperative purchasing agreements with the city. So I wanted to point out that. And I made just a reminder that everything in the first top grouping, that blue, if you have the color, that is 2022 salary and benefits. City HR always provides the recommendation of what funds are needed to support staff in 2023, but never until after we have this meeting. So just know that those numbers will increase, but will be accounted for in the final budget. And I did reduce what we were going to ask for in computer charges by a little bit based on some follow-up conversations that I had with city IT. We decided to delay something in favor of just, saving some money. So I went through this budget as closely as I could, cut where I thought we didn't need it. And I always do that with every line item. I always look at it with a fresh set of eyes. So this is where we are at. So those were the small changes I made. Otherwise, it's largely what you saw at the June meeting.
Any questions?
I saw that we're saving a lot of money from changing to RFID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the older equipment that we needed to secure each material was actually quite expensive compared to the RFID tags. So we are going to save money on processing supplies each year because of that.
About 1,000.
Yeah, $1,000 for the processing supplies, and then if you look in library equipment, we're saving about $1,200 because the older our machines got, the more expensive it was the maintenance packages because they're more likely to break. Yeah. So we were being penalized for keeping those old boats going.
Yeah, you hate that when you're an old boat and you got to keep going. I looked at this a little bit differently, and I added all the reprioritization costs, which came up to $5,700. The RFID savings $2,200, which meant that we had $7,900 to work with, but the increases were $10,987. How am I doing with that analysis? Is that correct? You can maybe look at my numbers here. So it looks like the budget is going up a little bit, even though we had savings, is I think what I was looking for.
The budget is going up a little bit because the computer charges account, we are increasing it by $8,951. So
the net, even with reprioritization and the RFID savings, were $89.
If you look at the
about $1,100 more
at the expenditure total line, which is the bottom here, you'll see that we are currently asking for $2,587 more than the previous year. That's what I got between all of the areas that I had to nudge up, which really I only nudged up in two areas: the telephone budget. And then the computer charges.
And that was interesting to me because we never have had a telephone budget before.
Well, we always have.
But it's always been zero.
I saw that previously.
No, it was. It should have been about $700 last year or this year. Let me look at the.
Because it was $150 in 2019, $270 in 2020.
Yeah, this year it was $648. For 2022, it's $648.
Wow. And I don't even want to go back and check, but telephone on one of these line items is only zero.
Yeah, I thought I saw that too.
The actuals is zero.
Yeah.
Oh, I could go into a grand detail as to why that happened.
That's okay.
The city was charged. They never charged it back to us at the end, even though they probably should have.
Ah, okay.
Well, that's okay.
Good. So
we'll take it.
Yeah. But in theory, if things get charged correctly, then we should be charged for that, and we anticipate it costs $920 for next year.
You have it on the over/under budget too. That whatever is that. 272.
Yeah, 272.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. So that's more. Yep. Than the previous year of the 648.
Because the increases I had were on electronic materials, the phone.
Oh, yep. I forgot about electronic materials
and the
computer charges.
Yep. So that was almost 11,000, but the gains or the savings, if you will, the reprioritization and the RFID savings was only 8,000. So I'm seeing a net difference of 3,087. We're about $500 off. I'm sure there's something else somewhere. But anyway, just
did you get the 500 reduction in housing supplies? And the 500 in mileage reduction? So that may be where...
no, I did get that on reprioritization.
Okay.
Because my reprioritization would be 1,800, 2,400,
I mean,
1,000, and 500.
I can look at...
I missed the second 500 under mileage.
I was gonna say, it's a spreadsheet,
There it is.
so I mean, spreadsheets can be wrong, but...
There it is.
But just a reminder that this is based on 2022 HR numbers. So that increase that we're going to be asking for is going to be a bit more because I doubt that the salary and wages will be flat. I'm sure it will be a little bit more. Yes.
I just need to go to my next meeting. So,
Okay.
budget looks great.
Wonderful. Have a great meeting elsewhere.
Thanks,
We will miss you.
Bye, Tracy.
Okay, anybody have anything else? Because I now get a net difference of 25.87. And I think that's about what you said.
Yep,
you would ask for.
25.87
So it all works.
Yep.
All works. Okay.
And the other exciting thing I just wanted to remind you all, if you look at the revenue that we're going to be getting from the system, that is increasing. So, that's exciting, and that helps offset what the city,
Wow. And why is that? Was there a particular reason?
Because of those Waukesha County standards that you guys all looked at, a couple, they now count electronic book usage, which is awesome. Okay, so trade 549. Okay, I'm just making a note. Tracy.
All right, anybody have anything else?
Oh, so we are getting 2 grants, you said in that previous part.
Mhm.
Is that going to get added on there too in the...
Into the 2023 budget?
Or is that...
The grants that I think we were talking about are for this year.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we probably will get grants for next year too. We usually do, but I never know how much they're going to be, and so just sort of.
They're like a bonus.
Yeah. So I used to guess how much, but it was always wrong, and I thought it's better to just leave it at 0 and
Wait,
and
the real thing.
Yeah.
Keep it accurate.
Yes, that's the goal. That'll be our word. My previous library director. Whenever we used to interview with my previous library director, he would keep hearing the word passionate with everyone who interviewed, and so we started using that word around him all the time, and it drove him nuts. All right, so
All right, we have a motion on the table to approve. So, we ready to call for the vote? Yep. Okay, no more discussion. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. And when are the meetings scheduled to go for capital?
I meet with I present to council next Tuesday.
Oh,
So
I'll see you there.
Alderperson Schrader gets to see me again, and any of you are certainly invited to attend.
Always open.
Yeah. So if you're interested, it's really interesting to hear about all the different plans and projects and goals that city staff have on behalf of the citizens, and certainly. You guys are citizens of the community, so you might find it interesting. So I encourage you to sit next to me. Yeah. I do have a few other communications.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trustee Training Week is coming up, which basically means that there's going to be some virtual webinars that are specifically aimed at trustees to help you, learn more. They're certainly not required or obligated. I'll send out an email with more information, and if you have time and are interested, absolutely go for it. If you don't have time, that's okay, too. And that's all I have.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Motion to adjourn?
Yeah, and unless anybody has something communications-wise. Okay, hearing none. Motion to adjourn is in order. I think you already did that.
I made a motion, so
yeah,
whoever
okay.
won.
Looking for a second.
Second.
All right, thank you, Carrie. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. We are done at 5:52.